Welcome to the Festival of Storytellers. I thank everybody that's involved with this process because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers.
Experience is not about the publisher, it is about us, the authors.
Hi, I'm Dave Tuttle, author of Soul Essence Tips and Tales. Welcome, everybody. The thing I'm going to talk about today is Reiki. It's a healing process, hands-on and hands-off. I've been a Reiki master teacher for 20 years, and it's a very interesting healing modality if you have not heard about it. Basically, it came from Japan. A guy by the name of Yasui had been looking for healing aspects in the Buddhist religion, even though he was a Christian. And he ended up doing a 21-day fast in the mountains above a Zen monastery, and was basically struck with a little lightning bolt in his forehead and mystical experiences. Came down with that, and then he taught Reiki in hospitals, and he taught other people, and he taught a woman called Tanaka, and this was in 1938, and she was from Hawaii, and she transferred that Reiki skill to the USA, and it now is used in hospitals and by many practitioners. The energy is actually called the universal life force, and anybody can do it. It just needs a Reiki master teacher or some other event that will release the blockages in you, and you can do it yourself. What I'm going to do is, if there are there any questions right now about Reiki or what it is? Or has anyone had a Reiki treatment? Okay. What I think I'll do is send a Reiki treatment to the listening audience and see how that works for you. You can close your eyes, and you don't have to close your eyes if you don't want to, but if you can relax, close your eyes, take a deep breath, hold it in for a couple seconds, and release it through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And we'll send some energy to you and see what you think about that. the energy basically goes wherever it's needed. It's used in hospitals. Practitioners use it as a relaxation therapy. It's also a healing therapy. Unlocks blockages in your body energy systems called chakras. If you just close your eyes and see what kind of sensations you feel. This is called distance Reiki. You can heal people and across the world if you wanted to. If you had somebody, or cause them to relax. You can send Reiki to events, to situations. I can feel very strong the energy through my hands and third eye, which is the center of the forehead, down above your bridge of your nose. Some people have the third eye activation, and some people don't. When I first started practicing Reiki, or when I was initiated to it, I was having trouble. The energy wasn't coming out of my hands, so the psychic Reiki master said I should open my third eye, which I had no idea what that was, but concentrated the energy there, and then that happened, and it also came out of the palms. While a Reiki person is doing this, they are also receiving a healing with the energy. And they're being helped by angels and Yusui guides, possibly Yusui himself. He's called in. And I can tell he's definitely here. It's a few different reports about Dr. Yusui. He worked in the hospital. He was also worked as as a naval officer at one point. This was in the early 30s. But he tried to ascertain how to get this healing through the Buddhist sutras. And he went to monks about that, and they only worked with the mind, although in the early texts it said that the Buddha used healing like Jesus. And Yeshua was a Christian, and he knew about Jesus, but he wanted to check it out for the Buddhist end of it too. And that's how he ended up on the mountain and got the activation. He talked to a monk, and he said that the monks were working on the mind, and eventually they would work on the body, but their main primary focus was on the mind, which in today's medical history, actually the mind is what creates a lot of your maladies, so you have to clear that out. Negative thinking and so on. If you have any questions about Reiki, you can jump out and ask those. Oh, the third eye, that's it's a chakra point. It's basically right above the bridge of your nose, Tim. And the energy comes out of that third eye. Yes, that's true. That's why you have angels and spirit guides and many people who guide us, especially when we call them in. Riley? That's right, Joey. Meditation is very important. Thank you for that compliment, Kathy. Hi, Betty. Glad to be back. Thank you, Chloe. I'll just keep sending Reiki. I can talk while I'm doing that. I know the third eye activation is different, But comes in handy, as I mentioned in my book. I've never tried to Reiki a group of people, but I figured that I got the okay on that, so we'll see where that leads to. Usually you're only sending Reiki to one person in one event, but yes, Jennifer, there is life after death. If you read my book, you'll see that my life path there. Then it will give you, I think, some information that will help you about that. Interaction with spirits and souls since you're a young kid. That's very interesting. That means they're actually all about you all the time. You're ready to help you. All you have to do is call them in. And you don't have to call them in, but if you have a specific occasion that you think you'll need extra help or something, then you call in your angels and spirit guides. Yes, Pauline, I think you'll really enjoy it. I've had some very, very nice reviews for it. Pauline. Oh, yes, Ethan, that's a good idea. The book's still licensed, Tips and Tales. Basically, one of the way that your deceased relatives talk with you, or at least try to let you know that they're around, is through numerals and letters. And I've had a number of instances of that with license plates, and that's where the license or the title for the book came from. But they contact you in many different ways. You just have to be open to it, and you observe them. Hi, Jeffrey. Have I personally had any experience about spiritual battles? No. But let's see. There is supposedly something going on in the ethers there that right now to alleviate the negativity and bring out the bright light. I did a Reiki 1 and 2 class, and it was in one day. And then when I did the Reiki Master class about 6 months after that, I think it was 2 or 3 days. Then, of course, once you take the class, you get different symbols, get different types of energy for each of the symbols to depending on what's needed at the time. And then in the Reiki Master Teacher class, get additional symbols which you use to bring in more spirit guides and angels that enable you to do the job that you that you wish to do. Teach other people how to be Reiki practitioners. It's always interesting, the different types of students that seek out Reiki. I had one woman early on who had taken a class, I think, with energy, and it's a different type of modality, and she was very impressed with Reiki in comparison to that. Hi, Jeffrey. Spiritual rebels, not any more than there are spiritually human rebels. The spirits are basically trying to help us. Some spirits get trapped in the earth plane. They don't go to the light, and they stick around for a while. Hi, Jennifer. Well, you would think that, but you have all the keys given to you initially. Now, as far as your spiritual practice, you continue to read and study and seek information about other things, which I've read. I spent thousands of hours reading books all about spirituality, near-death experiences, psychics, and everything else. So it's channelings. The more you know, the more you can help people. But as far as utilizing Reiki, is you act as a channel for that energy, and you just use that to help people. What inspired me to come up with what I'm talking about right now, Catherine? I mentioned it in my book because it was instrumental in changing my life. When you have energy coming out of the palms of the hands and your third eye, it definitely makes an impression on you. So that's past sci-fi books. I don't really read sci-fi books. I did when I was sixth grade, fifth grade or something like that. I read some thing called The Lensman or something. And they had to get special approval to take it out because apparently it was an adult book. But other than that, and watching a few science fiction movies when I was a kid. Okay, I think I'll show you a copy of my book. So License Tips and Tales. There you go. It's available anywhere. And I hope you take a look at it, because it really, I've got a ton of information about different things in there. So it's, and you can research it further, but I let you know what's out there. Yes, hands-on healing. Jesus obviously used it, and basically that healing is transferred down to us now if we wish to use it. And I'm sure Jesus was quite advanced. He's quite an advanced spirit. I think Jesus would probably qualify as a master. Highly evolved as you can get. Does anyone have any experience with the Reiki I'm sending, or am I the only one getting the benefit here? Hi, Catherine. Revelations are always coming, that's for sure. Sometimes when you're getting Reiki, you don't realize it, the benefits right away, and they crop up on you later. So after the session, you might want to drink a little water. Hi, Linda. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Reiki was actually an oral tradition until 1982, when they finally started writing down some things, got some information from Mrs. Takata. And there's some more information about the origins too. one guy went over there and actually found some people still practicing in Japan, and they have a Reiki system over there, and they learned some more about Mr. Yasui. You're welcome, Julie. We have about 1 minute left. So it's been my pleasure. I hope you enjoy your day. Namaste from the Buddhist tradition.